Hey, what's up, everybody? Currently at the airport, and as you can see, air travel is still a bit dead. It's all good because I'm on my way home, so it's all right. But I have a 2-hour delay, and as much as I'm getting tired of listening to this music around, I really wanted to watch a movie. But as I was about to watch a movie, I got a text from a friend of mine asking me, how do I read my book a week so fast? So I decided to let me use this time and actually read a book that I just bought from the bookstore somewhere down that way. So I bought this book, Claim Your Power by Mastin Kipp. There's a book on my book list for next year, but I decided to read it now since I'm here and I have the time. So just a quick tutorial to show you how I go through my book a week. First thing, I have the physical book. I read the back, and sometimes when it's a hardcover, there's a intro, like a little jacket, so I read that too. And then I flip through the book. This is important for me because it gives me the visceral feel of wanting to touch the book, wanting to read the book. It's probably the same way these ballers hold stacks of hundreds and they flip through it. It does nothing for the money itself, but it just feels good. Same way this gives me knowledge, it feels good. So the next thing I do is, while the Christmas music is playing, I'll go through the table of contents. So this is a very important part because with the table of contents, usually 80% of the material is in here. So you'll get a gauge of what you want from the book within here, and you can literally sometimes pick out the chapters. I'll go through the whole book, but this is very useful. After I look at the table of contents, sometimes I just make notations on which parts pique my interest or how it relates to my life now. Then the next thing I do is I scan the book. So depending on the size of the book, this is a 250 page book. So depending on the size, I scan it for, let's say, 7 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. Scanning is, I'm going through each page. Like, this is an example, just to quickly show you. Going through each page, just looking through it, just so I could visually map the book. So it's almost like you're watching a movie trailer and you see if you're gonna like the movie. So it's like the coming attractions of the book. Then, the last thing I do before I dive into the book is, again, one more flip. I figure out how this book, I think to myself how this book will relate to my life in some way or how I can use it. What's my why for reading it? And then I just get into it and start reading. So as I read, I always either have a pen or I'll just use my fingers. And as I'm reading, I'm literally going through it. Like it's gonna be in front of me like this, of course. And then I'm just going through each. I don't read word but one word, say the words in my head. It's the best way to say it. I'm watching the book, almost like I'm watching a movie. That took time. It took me a little bit to be able to do that. But I see when I'm reading books, it's not reading for me. It's actually watching the books. I'm interpreting them. I'm analyzing it. Then that's it. I go through this. So if I stay on this book, by the time I get on my plane, I'll be finished this book in 2 hours. And if I really, really enjoyed it, then while I'm on a plane, I'll go through and review it. And then I'll relate to how it touches my life, or how I'll utilize any lesson that I got from this book immediately, this week, no later. And then that's it. That's pretty much the way I do it. Again, get the book, look at the front, read the back, skim through, table of contents, which is very important. Again, that's like 80% of the book in the table of contents. And then flip again, and I read. So hopefully this is useful for you as it's been useful for me. Everybody has different methods and strategies, but this is the one I use, and it's helped me burn through at least 69 books last year, and I'm burning through more and more as I go. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. To my buddy, thanks again for the reminder to keep on the goal. All right, man.